Good evening, guys. Welcome to all. Screen is visible. Am I audible? Chat section is open. You can text me over there. Just let me know. Screen is visible. Am I audible? Hello, guys. Am I audible? Hello. Yes. Okay. Hello. Hello, everyone. Okay, guys. So let's start with the topic. Okay. So shall we start, guys? Let me know in comment. Yes, no. Should we wait for other people? Okay. So let's start with the model first. Okay. So okay. So we have 10 modules. Okay. So this session, this training is only for freshers and those who have just finished their education or their degree, and they don't know about the market, what exactly process designing is, what exactly chemical engineering is. Okay. So I have designed some modules for you guys. Okay, so you can at least you can get some information about process engineering. Okay, so so I hope it will deliver a lot of knowledge to you as a beginner, as a fresher. Okay, so let's start with the module first. Process engineering fundamentals. Okay, it's a module first. So whatever I know, I have extracted and trying to represent you. Okay, so maybe you will enjoy it and you will get more information about engineering fundamentals. Okay, so what is engineering? Okay, so engineering, whatever we have learned in the college or in university, and whatever knowledge we required in the market, so both are different things. Okay, so let's discuss that. So engineering is the application of science, mathematics, and practical knowledge to design, build, operate, and improve systems that solve real world problems safely, economically and efficiently. Engineering is not only about machines, engineering is about solving problems. Okay. For example, producing petrol, manufacturing fertilizer, water treatment, food processing, battery recycling, and pharmaceutical manufacturing. Okay. So in these sectors, okay, this is like limited. It's not like that, but a lot of sectors are there. Okay, in the market. But for your understanding, I have given few examples. Okay, so engineering is applied in producing petrol, manufacturing fertilizers, water treatment, food processing, battery recycling, pharmaceuticals. Okay, automobile sector is there. Okay, oil and gas is there. A lot of things are there. Okay, so what is chemical engineering? Okay, so we all are like uh, from chemical background. Okay, and we are here to understand what exactly is, okay, what is exactly chemical engineering is. Okay, so chemical engineering is a branch of engineering that converts raw material into valuable products through physical and chemical process. Okay, so in factories or in any industry, what happens in industry, what happens, your raw material comes, okay, then it process means what, either it can mix or reaction can takes place or something like that. Okay, mixing or reaction can takes place. So that is your process. Okay, so with the help of right amount of temperature, pressure, or a moderate um, condition, have our process. Okay, so we can get the final product. So to perform this process, lot of equipments or process plants are used. Okay, so unit operation and unit process both are different things. Okay, so in process industry we usually use we use unit operations. Okay, in unit operations we need to use lot of equipments or process plants. Okay, for example, crude oil. Okay, in crude oil we extract multiple products from the refinery like petrol, diesel, LPG, jet fuel, and so on. Okay, so in refinery there are like a lot of equipments. Okay, like distillation column, reactors, storage tanks, pumps, heat exchangers. Okay, so on. Okay, a lot of equipments are there, crackers. Okay, number of equipments are there in the refinery. Okay, um, based on the like application of equipments, we can get the petrol, diesel, LPG, jet fuel. Okay. So what is process engineering? Okay, so we all are here for process design engineering. Okay, so there are like a multiple factors. Okay, not factors, but there are multiple responsibilities as a chemical engineer. Okay, so like a production engineer, maintenance engineer, operation engineer. Okay, then process engineer. so so we are discussing about the process engineering. Okay, so process engineering is the discipline of designing, analyzing, optimizing, and operating industrial process to manufacture products safely, economically, and efficiently. Simple language, a process engineer decides what equipment is required. Okay, so we are the responsible person for what equipments or process plant need to be selected. Okay, so if it is a requirement of heat exchanger, so you have to choose a heat exchanger only. You cannot choose other equipment. If the distillation is required, so you have to choose distillation only. There is like no any other way. Okay, if it is required, so you have to select that equipment. Without equipment you cannot perform any operation. So which pump should be used, how much steam is required, which control valve should be installed, what material should be selected, plant will operate safely or not. Process engineer is called the brain of the plant. Okay, so we are or the process engineer are the responsible person for any selection of equipments. Okay, equipments, pumps, control valves. Okay, to carry out the process safely, efficiently. Okay, so what is the role of process engineer? Okay, this is the main topic. Okay, what exactly process engineer do? Okay, what exactly process engineer do? What is our responsibilities? So process engineer is responsible for process design, mass balance, energy balance, utility calculation, equipment sizing, line sizing, pump selection, heat exchanger design, control valve sizing, PFD, PNID, process data sheet, vendor review, process safety, plant troubleshooting. Okay, so you should know what exactly process engineer do. Okay, this is our responsibilities. If you get appointed anywhere, if you start working as a process design engineer, so these are the major responsibilities. Okay, like process design, mass balance, energy balance, utility calculation, equipment sizing, line sizing, pump selection, heat exchanger design, control valve sizing, PFD, PNID, process data sheet, vendor review. Okay, process safety, plant troubleshooting. So what are the process industries are there in the market? Okay, you should know where we actually works. Okay, which industries need to be target to get a good job. Okay, where process engineers are works. Okay, which industries required process engineers. So major industries like oil and gas, petrochemical, refinery, power plant, hydrogen, fertilizer, battery recycling, food, pharmaceutical, sugar, okay, water, water treatment, ETP, STP, ZLD, paper and pulp, cement, steel industry, mining, okay. These all industry requires uh, process engineers. Okay. So what is a plant life cycle? Okay, this is the most important thing. What is a plant life cycle? So you will get one idea about one industry or any industry. Okay, like if you want to establish any refinery or any petrochemical plant or any industry. Okay, so you will get some idea about it. Okay, that uh, I want to establish this industry, or I got an opportunity to establish this industry. So first you will prepare feasibility study, then whether this project is viable or not, you will make a feasibility study, you will do some basic engineering, then front end engineering. Okay, after that detailed engineering, procurement of equipments, then you start for the construction. And after construction, erection, and after erection, you will start pre-commissioning, and after pre-commissioning, we will do the commissioning of the plant, and we will start that plant to produce final material. Okay. Then after commissioning, after stabilization of the plant, then regular operation starts. Okay. After operation, you will face some challenges. You will get some problem in the plant. So maintenance team is required. Debottlenecking or revamping. If you want to increase the capacity of the plant, then expansion. Okay. So these are the topics we need to understand. Okay. So EPC. What is the EPC? So EPC is a engineering, procurement, and construction. Okay. So engineering, procurement, construction. So engineering, design, drawings, calculations, procurement, vendor, then purchase. Okay. So first you have to design the plant. You have to make the design of every equipments. Okay. You need to prepare some drawings. You have to do some calculations. Okay, to design that plant. Okay. Then procurement. You have to purchase all those equipments, whatever we have designed or fabricated. Then we have to select the vendors and purchase it. Okay. Then material inspection, construction, installation, testing, and finally you have to commission that plant. Okay. So types of engineering. What are the types of engineering? We should know. Okay. Like there is a process engineering, mechanical engineering, piping, civil, electrical, instrumentation, automation, project, planning, and safety. Okay. So as a process design engineer, we need to coordinate with everyone. Okay. We need to coordinate with everyone because we are the key. Process engineer is a key person who coordinate with mechanical, piping, civil, because we provides all those data. Okay. Process engineer is the responsible person who provides all technical data to all disciplines. Okay. Department deliverables. Okay. If you want to ask any question, you can ask, guys. No worry. Okay. It's a one-way communication, but chat box is open. If you want to ask any question, you can ask. No worry. Okay. So process department deliverables. Okay. So what are the deliverables we need to prepare, or what things we need to deliver? Okay. So what documents we need to prepare, what documents we need to carry on, or what documents we need to take care of. Okay. So first document is PFD, that is process flow diagram. Second, PNID. The reference document for the PNID is your PFD. Okay. Then equipment data sheet. Whatever the equipments are there in PNID. Okay. We have to prepare equipment data sheet like heat exchanger, pump, reactors, distillation column, storage vessels, storage tanks. Okay. So we have to prepare the equipment data sheet. Then valves, okay, manual valve or control valves. We are the responsible people to prepare this data sheet, pump data sheet, compressor data sheet, heat exchanger data sheet, utility summary, equipment list, line list, wall list, cause and effect, shutdown philosophy, process design basis, and hazard. Okay. So as a process design engineer, you should know these things. Okay. Then only you can survive in any process industry. Okay. How equipment data sheet has prepared from scratch. Is there any book to follow? No, we don't require any uh, book, okay, to prepare equipment data sheet. Okay, there are some standard formats of data sheet. Okay, what exactly data sheet is? Okay, data sheet will tell you mechanical parameters, process parameters. Okay, mechanical parameters, process parameters. In process parameters, you will get operating temperature, design temperature, operating pressure, design pressure. Okay, and the flow, viscosity, density. Okay, these kind of things you will get in data sheet. In mechanical data sheet, mechanical wise, you will get dimensions and other related things. Okay, so every equipment having different data sheets. Okay, every equipment having different data sheets. So maybe in the next module or in the next session, I will explain you how it looks like data sheet. Okay, Ashish Kumar. Okay, so you should know these things. Okay, we are responsible for PFD, PNID, equipment data sheet, wall data sheet, pump data sheet, compressor data sheet, heat exchanger data sheet, utility summary. Okay, in utility summary, like water, cooling water, chilled water, air, nitrogen, okay, steam. These are the utilities are required in the process plants. Okay. Then equipment list. From PNID, you will get the equipment list. Okay. Line list. From PNID, you will get the line list. Okay. Wall list. Same. PNID will give you the line list. Then cause and effect. Okay. Cause and effect. It is very important study for any process engineer. Then shutdown philosophy. Okay. This shutdown philosophy is shown in PNID. Okay. If you read PNID properly, so you will get the shutdown philosophy from the PNID. Then PDB, process design basis. Okay. So process design basis, PDB. This PDB is the base of any engineering. This PDB, after this PDB, you will get PFD, then PNID, okay, and so on, like equipment list, line list. Okay. So PD, process design basis, the first document if you start working as a process design engineer. So first document you will receive from your manager is process design basis. Okay. Then plant hierarchy. Okay. Plant hierarchy. So plant hierarchy, it's a structural of any organization. Okay, it's a structure of any organization. Okay. So client means what? Like end user. Then EMC, EPC contractor. Then engineering manager, lead process engineer, or and then GET, graduate engineer trainee, and site engineer. Okay, so your project starts from the client. If anybody, if end user want to establish new industry, okay, so that one is a client. Okay, he will give that contract to any PMC. Okay, project management. Then EPC, this project management company will give contract to the EPC. Okay, engineering procurement construction contractor. So usually where we work, okay, we work as a process engineer at the client side or as a EPC contractor. We work. Okay, so you need to understand what exactly our role is, and where we want to apply, where we need to apply. Okay, at client side or EPC contractor. And third one is licensor. Okay, who provides technology. Okay, so most of the people like demanding, they want to work in EPC. Okay, EPC like what? Worley, Toyo, KVR. Okay, these are giants. Okay, SBM Offshore. These are the EPC contractors. Okay, and people want to work over there. Okay, a lot of people want to work in such industries. Okay, so you have to prepare for that industry only. Okay, if you want to work as a process design engineer, so you have to target those companies. Okay. There are like other companies are also there. Okay, so based on your information, based on your preparation, you can get higher in any EPC company. Okay, then documentation part. Okay, so process engineer or process design engineer don't works on the plant. Okay, usually they work in office. Okay, and most of the people are working in plant also. Okay, as a operation in um, production department. But if you want to work as a process design engineer, so we work in offices. Okay, so as a process design engineer, what we do, we work on PFD. Either we prepare PFD or we work on PFD. Then PNID, process and instrumentation diagram, process flow diagram, general arrangement, drawing, plot plan, isometric, equipment layout, hookup drawings, vendor drawings, operating manuals, commissioning procedure, and standard operating process or procedure. Okay. Then process flow in industry. Okay. So what is the process flow in any industry? So if any client have some requirement, like it's a greenfield project or the brownfield project. So you should know what is a greenfield and what is a greenfield and brownfield. Okay. So greenfield means it's a open land. Okay, it's complete open land, and you have to start from you have to start from the zero. Okay, like there is a open land and you are starting from the zero. So it's a complete new plant. And brownfield means what? Like it can be like expansion or mostly it is a expansion. Okay, like already one industry is there and they want to expand it. So that is a brownfield. So client requirement, you want to expand or you want a new project, then he will provide design basis. After that, you need to prepare mass balance, energy balance, equipment sizing. Okay, based on that, you have to prepare PFD, PNID, and based on that, you have to prepare equipment data sheet. So this is the workflow. Okay, this is the workflow of any process industry. Okay, then you have to select the vendor, construction, then you have to commission the plant, and then operation starts. Okay, so what are the responsibilities of any uh, process engineer? Okay, we get appointed, we start working as a process design engineer. Okay, but what about responsibilities? If you don't know your responsibilities, means you cannot uh, you cannot do anything over there. So you should know your responsibilities as a process design engineer. What is our responsibility? Okay, so from the beginning you should know what exactly we do, or what exactly process design engineers do. Okay, so responsibilities of process engineers. So they study concept design. Okay, based on that, simulation. Okay, to simulate any plant or any equipment, we usually use Aspen ISIS, HDRI, or lot of softwares are there in the market. Okay, for the simulation purpose. Then we have to perform hydraulic calculations. Okay, pressure drop calculations. Okay, pressure drop in the line or in equipment or in the pump. Okay, then you have to select the equipment which is the right equipment for that particular process. Then utility requirement. Okay, how much utility is required and what type of utility is required. Okay, so we are the responsible person for utility selection. Okay, so we need to calculate that. Okay, how much flow rate is required per hour and what type of utilities is suitable for that particular process. Then vendor review. Okay, vendor will share some documents with you like data sheets, PFD, PNIDs, or any kind of document they will share with you. Okay, so you should be capable of review any vendor document. Then HAZOP is hazards and operability. Then commissioning support. We are the responsible person for commissioning support. Okay, because we have designed that plant, so we know the flow rates, we know the temperature, we know the pressure. Okay, we know the sequence, plant sequence. So we are the responsible person for commissioning assistance. Okay, plant optimization means what? Like in in short period of time you should get the maximum yield, or with the less consumption of energy your plant should run efficiently. Then troubleshooting. Okay, troubleshooting means what? If anything problem occurs in the plant, so we should be able to resolve that problem. Okay, maybe your plant pump is getting some cavitation. Okay, your heat exchanger is not delivering the right temperature or the right protected. Okay, or anything. Okay, maybe there is a pressure drop, there is a low flow, less flow, or low temperature. So we are the responsible person to resolve that problem. Okay, so what skills you require? Okay, as a process design engineer, what skills should be there? Okay, so process engineer should have these skills. Okay, so the major skill is mass balance, thermodynamics, fluid mechanics, heat transfer, reaction engineering, PFD, You should know how to read PNID, then how to make your own Excel sheet, okay, to design or to calculate. Then you should know Aspanisis, AutoCAD, okay, Python, communi- communication and problem solving attitude. Okay, so career roadmap. Okay, how you can build, or what are the steps of building a good career in process industry. Okay, so now some of you guys like pursuing your degree, or some of you already finish your graduation. Okay, so you start your career as a process engineer. Okay, after your performance, good performance, you will promoted as a senior engineer, then lead engineer, then principal engineer. Okay, then engineering manager, technical consultant. Okay, and if you want to build your own empire after a technical consultant, you can become your own. You can become a business owner. Okay, most important topic: common mistakes by freshers. Okay, the most common mistakes by freshers. So you directly start learning Aspanisis. Okay, you ignore PFD, you ignore PNID, no understanding of process flow, no knowledge of pumps, no practical exposure, no interview preparation. Okay, so these are the common mistakes freshers do. Okay, so you have to avoid these mistakes. Don't go directly on Aspanasis. Okay, it will not work for you as a process. As a fresher, it will not work for you. Try try to learn PFD, PNID. Okay, try to understand process flow, what exactly process flow is there. Okay, then you should learn pump, how pumps are actually works. Okay, how pumps are actually selected, and get some practical exposure. Okay, practical exposure means what? Like, try to get a job so uh, you can start getting some field work. Okay, like in operation, in maintenance, or in uh, as a site engineer. Okay, get some practical exposure. If you don't know how a heat exchanger is look like, how pump is run, how compressor is work, how distillation column is work, how it looks like, so you cannot do anything in that. Okay, so try to get some practical exposure. Okay, get some job. So as a process engineer, get some job in any industry where you can learn more equipments, more process plants. Okay, so the thing is that don't go directly for the any softwares. Okay, directly don't go for any softwares, because software will not give you any job. Get some practical exposure, get some knowledge, get some training on the side, then start learning for Aspanisis. Okay, usually process engineer works on Aspanisis, Aspen Plus, AutoCAD, Smart Plant PNID, Aviva E3D, PDMS, Kaiser, HTRI, AFT Phantom, then Python and Excel. Okay, so as a fresher, as a beginner, it is not possible to get all those knowledge. But in my opinion, we should know AutoCAD, Excel, and try to learn Python. Okay, try to learn Python, because Python is the base of AI, artificial intelligence. So you can build your own calculators, you can build your own softwares. Okay, rest. Rest of all, like you can study later, but these are important softwares. Okay. Okay, after finishing these sessions, I will give 10 basic interview questions. Okay, 10, 20 technical MCQs, 5 real industry scenarios. Okay. In the group, I will share with you guys. Okay. So, final message from my side: a process engineer does not simply design equipment. Okay, process engineer designs the entire journey of a product from raw material to the customer's hands while ensuring safety, reliability, efficiency, and sustainability. Okay. So this is all about like a fundamental of process design engineering. Okay. So it's a very long journey. Okay. In single session or in single module, it is very difficult to explain each and everything, guys. But thing is that you should know what exactly we do. What does it contains? Okay. What is our responsibility? What industry we need to target? What skills we need to work on? Okay. So day by day, you will become expert in process engineering. Okay. So this is all about like fundamentals of process design engineering. Okay. So if you have any questions or any doubts, uh, you can message me. We can discuss here. Okay. If you have any questions, so let me know in chat. I will explain you. No worry. We can have like 5 to 10 minutes. We can discuss here. If you have any question, you can chat here. Let me know. Any question, guys? You want to ask? No questions, guys. Everything is okay. Let me know in comment how was the session. You like it or not? You have any doubts? You can comment. Okay. I will keep this video, this recording on my YouTube channel, so you can see that video. Okay. If you want any information, any technical assistance on this session, so you can comment on that video. So I will answer. I will definitely answer. Okay. Okay, guys. So shall we disconnect? Okay, no response. I'm dropping the call, guys. You have my mobile number. You can text me over there. And if you want any assistance on this session, you can ask me. Okay. See you tomorrow. Who is going to join tomorrow? Let me know in comment. Okay, guys. Good night. Take care. See you tomorrow.